The government's been shut down for 10 days now, and there is no end in sight. In the Senate, both sides are further apart than they were when the government shutdown began. Democrats are digging in, saying they want an extension of Obamacare tax credits that are set to expire at the end of the year. Republicans, as you probably know, have said that they don't want to negotiate with Democrats while the government is actively shut down. Both sides keep blaming the other. Republicans point out they're the ones who've been consistently voting for legislation that would fund the government. Democrats say that they're fighting for Americans' health care. I asked House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, the top Democrat in that chamber, are Democrats concerned that the longer this shutdown drags out, even though they say they're fighting for health care, that the impacts of this shutdown will get worse and worse and worse? Are you concerned that this fight for health care that Democrats are waging here might end up hurting Americans the longer this shutdown drags out?
Republicans have the House, the Senate, and the presidency. They decided to shut the government down.
But they have voted for temporary government funding legislation many times before. Democrats have not.
Republicans have voted for a partisan spending bill.
Over in the House, we don't know when they're coming back. For the third time in a row, the House of Representatives has canceled votes for next week. There are some Republicans who are clamoring to come back. They want to take up legislation that would help pay soldiers and potentially some other federal employees who aren't getting a paycheck while the government is shut down, and saying that this is having a serious impact on their family. I asked Speaker Johnson why the House wouldn't come back to take up that bill. He says their work is already done.
We did that. We passed the bill. We have voted 8 times. Republicans have voted 8 times to pay the troops. Open the government, Democrats. That's what this is. We have voted so many times to pay the troops.
Bottom line, the government is still shut down, and Democrats and Republicans aren't anywhere closer to a deal that would reopen it as we go into yet another week of uncertainty for the millions of federal employees impacted by this, and a government that is shuttered. And remember, the longer a government shutdown drags on, the worse the impacts are. And we're already getting close to some of the worst impacts, including funding drying up for food assistance for low-income Americans, new mothers, and babies.